We are going. All right. Page 77, 78 was assigned. Let's go over them. Let's make sure we feel comfortable with them. And of course, like always, it's nice to see you all. All right. So remember, we are in this confidence intervals thing. And you all have seen confidence intervals, not realizing what they were. If you've ever seen any type of political commercials, which I know we ignore. Yeah.
Sorry, I know this is a weird question. Like, do you have like an electric outline at home? And like, I could like give this to you tomorrow, like once I transfer this book. But I opened it and I don't know what's happening.
You'll be okay.
Just throw it in my laptop.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
It'll all sit together.
Geo's solid. All right. So, problem number one. I'm just going to run through these. Make sure we feel good. It says assume that sports fan is trying to determine the average length of a Major League Baseball game. He conducts random sample of 100 baseball games. Sounds good. Seems pretty good. And it creates a 95% confidence interval. Okay, so think about what 95% confidence interval means. It basically means this. The area here is 95%. So you're not worried about the 2.5% at each side. Did everyone feel comfortable with how I got 2.5%? 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. 5 plus 95 is 100. So that's basically what we're doing. So what that means is he's 95% confident that if he were to survey another 100 baseball games in the same manner that he had done, that his information is going to fall within this region. Okay? Now, things you know is these long things here, those are standard deviations. Okay? The nice thing is 95% of our data should fall within 2 standard deviations of the average. So sometimes it falls within our, bless you, it falls within our rule that we have that we've been going over forever. Okay, so he has a 95% confidence interval, and this person feels that his data is going to fall in between that. Okay, so this is in minutes. All right, so find the point estimate and explain what it means in the meaning. So basically, you have your confidence interval. And if you want to find the very middle of it, it's pretty easy to do. Add them together. So that's what, carry the 1, that's 10, that's 300, divided by 2. So the very, very center of our confidence interval is 150. So that's problem number 1. Find our point of estimate, explain the contents and context of it. So 150 is the middle of our confidence interval. Add the confidence interval divided by 2, and you can find the middle easy, no problem. And it just basically says that the average length of baseball game is 150 minutes in length over 2 hours. 2 hours, 30 minutes, if I did it right. Okay. Problem number 2 says, find the margin of error, explain what it means. Well, how far is 150 from 135 or 165? It's 15, right? 15 minutes. Okay, so we are 95% confident that our estimate of 150 minutes is accurate within 15 minutes. So we are confident 95%. 95% on the test is pretty good, right? We're confident 95% of our games fall from 15 or 150 plus or minus 15 minutes, which is this. Okay? I don't know. Do you feel pretty comfortable with that kind of information? I guess you could. I mean, if you've ever been to a full baseball game with the Rockies, you're there for a while, right? especially if you go to the 4th of July show, and then all of a sudden it's like 6 hours later. Though they have good fireworks. All right. Interpret the confidence interval above in context. We are 95% confident that the average length of a baseball game is between 135 and 165 minutes. Okay? That's all it really means. We're 95% confident that all games are 95% confident that our games, baseball games, will be within this amount of time. All right, so number 4 says, if the researcher sets a confidence of a 90% interval versus 95, so let's look at this. Oops, make it normal curve look a little nicer. So this would be our 95. If we were to set it to 90%, what's going to happen? So if we're 90% confident that our games fall within a certain amount of time, yeah. So between here would be 90% versus 95%. Okay, so the more that we take how confident we are, the less likely it is to happen. Okay, if we said, hey, we're 60% confident something's going to happen, that's even getting closer and closer. So as we go from 100% to a lower percent, basically the gap becomes less. Okay? If I'm 1% confident that my information is correct, that's pretty cruddy. Okay? All right, so confidence interval basically works in that sense. All right, so let's do this because I know a lot of you didn't get all the way done. Okay? I want to have some fun. So for tomorrow, will you be sure page 77 and 78 is done? We've just done number 1 through 5. So make sure we have it done.